Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. So this one is a voiceover, and this happened something like 3 weeks ago when I was in France, in Bretagne. And I heard about a story, Lady Mond, M-O-N-D, Lady Mond, and I was very interested. So I went there to check it out. So here is the whole story of it. I wanted to visit the industrial production of cookies, of local delicacies, and our family. In the dinner time, we talk about the place they have been, and we talked about Belle-Isle-en-terre. So Belle, beautiful, Ile, island, en is at, in, on, terre, on earth. So it's a beautiful island on earth, but the city's name is Belle-Isle-en-terre. And I know I like the cookie actually. Right now, I am holding the cookie of this Belle-Isle-en-terre. And it's one of my favorite cookies. It's a little bit dry, very sablé, and it's not like rich, super duper, like you are eating butter, kind of rich from Bon d'Avin, and it's not like Menu or Trinidad. It's different. So this one is dry and it's very dry. I like it dry, very crispy, very melt in the mouth. So I always wanted to go there. So I asked. So we talked about it, and my family talked about they have been there, Belle-Isle-en-terre, and they talked about something quite interesting. It's a lady. Her name is Lady Mond, and about her story. So I was listening to it with my broken French, and halfway understands. So I was just very, very curious, and I understood half of it. So I decided maybe I should go there to check it out. So I went there to check it out. Now here is a very distinguished, distingué, a very distinguished Bretagne, a lady from Brittany, from Bretagne. So she was from a very ordinary family. When she was young, her father was a miller, menuier, so grinding or mill the flour, menuier. And her mother was a homemaker or just taking care of the family. So their family has 6, 7, or quite some children. And so she grew up, and at that time she was not very, very best educated. I mean, but the family has made effort to allow her to be educated. And at that time, in Bretagne, people learn and speak Breton and not speaking French. But she was actually quite good at French. She was a good French student. She can speak French. And this opened the door for her to see the outside world and to get exposed to different life. And her father's boss has brought her to the city, some exhibition or some go to town or go to Paris. So she started to meet, to see the outside world. And at her late teenage or something, she decided to go to Paris and to be a kind of ahumadaila, a kind of a housemaid to clean up and to do some houseworks. And there she started to meet big famous people, maybe Van Gogh or those kind of very influential artists. And when she walked in Paris, she was in Montmartre. Montmartre is the center of artists. It's a very vibrant part of the city. So she became, she get acquainted to a different world, to a more modern society, instead of only the rural life of Bretagne. And she married one guy, and the guy was, I forgot his name, and he was doing on the port, transporting and have a grocery business, as a business selling fruits, vegetable, and shipping these things. And a few years later, her husband died. And then she met a French, a Spanish prince. And this prince is the grandson of a French king, of a Spanish king. So she get into the royal family. And it didn't last very long. That Spanish prince just could not control himself, and went to a Coldplay party, went to the concert. And at that time there was no Coldplay camp, but their relationship ended. And Lady Mond went to had another husband, his second official husband, Robert Mond. Okay, Lady Mond by herself, her name is Marie-Louise Manac. Marie-Louise Manac. And in Bretagne, it's pronounced like Mai, M-A-I, Mai Manac. And so he married this Robert Mond. Robert Mond was a professor, archaeologist, industrialist, and king of nickels. It's industrial nickel, the metal processing. So his husband Robert Mond is controlling the nickel and have a profound interest in Egyptianology, in archaeology, and very. It's a very one of the richest men, very rich. And the two of them, Lady Mond, Maimanak, that so Maimanak, she's very generous, and she wanted to. She has been living in London, in another country, in Portugal or somewhere in the world. She has lived in different places, but her heart is always on Bretagne, in the northwest part of France, that little city called Belle-Isle-en-terre. And so they built a house there, and they built a chateau, a castle there, and the Marimanak has donated in Dinan. Oh, they have also lived in Dinan. Dinard is a very, very beautiful city and very English. A lot of English people came through the English Channel, came to Dinard for their vacation. So they donated the first lifeboat for the ocean, because Dinard is a port city. It's by the ocean. So the first rescue boat they donated. And also in their own city, in her own city, Belle-Isle-en-terre, she built a city hall, she built a post office, and I actually passed that city hall and post office. And it's quite a beautiful building. And as her birthday gift, her husband, Robert Mond, gave her a building on Godanos. Godanos is a place. It's gold en or. It's in English, I think it's a dark wood forest. And right now I am walking. If you open up your eyes looking at this place is Godanos. Godano, C-O-A-T, like coat. A-E-N, nose, N-O-S. Nose is night, is dark. Godanos, I think it's the side of dark or something, that meaning. And so she built a castle there and lived there, and the castle is designed by herself. She made that castle looks very feminine and very elegant design. So I went there and I saw it, but it was covered by the trees, and it was in the forest, as you can see the forest, and it was in a hiking trail. It's about 10 miles, 10 kilos, 20 kilos hiking trails, all these kind of green woods. And Brittany or Bretagne is a little bit like Scandinavian, because I just came back from Scandinavia. And England, I didn't go to England. Yeah, I didn't go to that part, but it's very much green, humid, and relatively cold. And so that's the scene of that place. So she built that castle, and then years later she died, and this castle is becoming an haunted castle, or just nobody taking care of it. and it was in a very bad condition. And I think recently, in 2000 something, there was a gentleman, there was a guy, their family bought this castle and they want to bring back the glory of this place. And that's the story of this place. Still, I have a lot of things I do not know, but it's really from a rag to rich story. But it's not so much about the financial or economical condition. Is that it's the story of a young lady, a woman that has her view and never give up and walk her way out. It's just, I find it fascinating. And what else do I want to say? Oh, yes. And her husband actually was knighted by the king or by the queen. So her husband is Sir Robert Mond, and her name, her title is Lady Mond. It's kind of a monarchy kind of name. It's beyond me. I am Chinese. This is a little bit. We do not have that ranking monarchy or system. So I just find it super duper interesting, and the castle is quite in a bad condition, and I don't know when they will build it. They will renovate, and how they will renovate it. And another thing that surprised me or opened up my mind is that there are a lot of this kind of deserted, ruined castles in Europe, a lot. And this one is, and we saw another little chapelle, and in another city, another chapelle. Some are taken care of, some are not. People are starting to pay attention to take care of those, but that piece of land with thousands of years of history, 1,000, 2,000, with long history, many hundreds years of history. There are stories everywhere. There are fascinating people, life everywhere. It just fascinates me. It makes me so interested in those places. And this is just a small story, a small thing, but I just feel, how interesting. Anyway, that's about my a little bit vague, a little bit unclear story of Lady Mond. And although I do not understand, or I do not dig deep enough into her story, she nevertheless impressed me and get me fascinated by her, by the story of a life. It's just mythique. Bye bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do 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 do. Goo goo bye bye.